Good day, my name is Elfreda Jonker. I'm the Client Portfolio Manager at Alphinity Investment Management. Today I've got Trent Masters with me. He's one of the global portfolio managers, and today we will be reflecting on the current reporting season that we're seeing in the US as well as Europe, and then specifically a bit more on Trent's speciality, which is the tech sector. So Trent, as a starting point, we have seen big tech obviously running really hard and driving the majority of the performance year to date. And this reporting season, I think eyes were really on those names and what they were going to deliver. Tell us, what are your sort of key thoughts around what you've seen from them so far?
Yeah, look, thanks, Elfreda. Obviously, big tech has been driving a lot of the market, and it had driven, I think, 72% of the year-to-date gains as at the end of July, but that's been a bit broader. But if you went back a couple of months, it was more than 100%. But there was a fair bit of dispersion amongst the performance of big tech this time around. So at the really strong end, we had Meta and Google with exceptional results. If you came the next layer down, Microsoft was quite solid, but it was really around Apple and Netflix that were at the weaker end of expectations. So you did see that quite dispersion in performance. And of course, we're still waiting on Nvidia, which will report in about a week and a half's time.
So Trent, at the start of the year, after the release of ChatGPT-3, we've only been talking about AI, and that's been the major theme that's been driving a majority of the tech stocks year to date. But what we have heard of late is sort of questions and murmurs around, is this a bubble? Should investors be a little bit more specific? So what we are seeing in the market is, I think investors are becoming more discerning around which stocks really will see the benefit of AI and which are just running in sympathy of being close to the theme. How do you differentiate between those two, and what are your current top pick and position?
Yeah, no, look, you're spot on in terms of, to start with, it was just by the theme, and anything that was even tangentially related to AI just took that leg up. And when I did that trip back in June to San Fran, all anyone wanted to talk about was AI. But I think the market, as you say, is starting to get that little bit more discerning about, we want to see what the earnings case is and have that valuation backing. And we've seen that play out across a couple of names where they took the AI froth, but they didn't quite deliver the numbers. We saw it in a company called Datadog that ingests a lot of logs and has a look at a lot of cloud analysis, and that stock was off about 20%. And then Supermicro that does high-end servers, again missed, down about 30%. And so for us, it is about identifying that tangible use case, finding the monetization. So for us, it really is around two key names. First of all, Microsoft, that announced pricing for their Microsoft 365 product, which I think will drive additional revenue of around $27 billion or 13%. And then also in terms of Nvidia, just the absolute leader in terms of GPUs. No one can really replicate their capabilities or the software that sits on top. And so I can see quite a long runway in terms of that GPU penetration in data centers that will carry them for quite a long period of time. And so they're the two key investment ideas that we have regarding AI, because we can actually touch and feel the earnings that we think will flow off the back of it.
So that's all around investors having to be quite specific around finding those companies that can see AI benefits early on in the bottom line, not just the idea.
Not just the story. You can't eat a story, Elfreda. So you do need to see those earnings actually work their way through the P&L to actually back some of that valuation. What is undoubtedly a little bit of froth that has come into that AI space in the market.
Thank you, Trent. For more information on from a note on us, please visit our website looking at the AI bubble that's potentially out there or not. So please visit alphinity.com.au. Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks, Elfreda.